Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the original versions of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated in any way with the artist who made them. Also, while we are not the rowdiest bunch, we are adults goofing off, so we might say some things that some people might not want their kids to hear.
Previously on Roleplay Retcon does Twilight. My name's Jacob, and he holds out his hand.
I extend mine, and I'm like, I'm Bradley.
Oh, you are powerless. You are powerless to his charms.
Ms. Cullen? Why are you in my house, Ms. Cullen?
Bradley invited me in.
I have to assume, Estella, that you know the situation. And so, you know what? If you want to stay here and be safe, I would be a pretty bad police chief if I told you couldn't do that.
Maybe I grab my baseball bat that's next to the stairs.
I'm missing somebody, Finch. Do you have her?
But she's just fine, and you should definitely not come looking for her.
I wanna turn to Estelle and be like, we can't let him go.
What exactly is going on? Do you know where Madge is?
I got a good idea. So I guess I'm gonna walk towards the front door and grab the keys to the Volvo.
Charlie, I don't think you should go. I don't think you should go by yourself.
This is crazy. You're gonna get yourself killed. You don't know what this guy is capable of.
You should wait for Carlisle.
I know better than anyone in this town what this guy is capable of.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to argue about this, Bradley. I want you to be safe. I want you to stay here, both of you. And I just look at them both and I say, promise me you'll stay here.
Listen,
He
Charlie.
seems pretty serious, guys.
Well,
Listen.
Carlisle is going to come pick us up.
Listen, Charlie.
Or stay here until he gets here.
Listen, Charlie. You may have been a pretty shitty dad.
Quick!
You may
Interrupt Alex again.
God damn it. Listen, Charlie.
Shut up,
That's
Bradley.
mean. That's mean, Jinxie. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt, Alex.
I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry. I was just being silly. Please continue.
Listen, Charlie.
Les, please continue, Alex.
Oh my god!
No.
You turkey.
That was my last one.
All right, I'm so sorry.
If I may.
Yes.
Listen, Charlie. You may have been a pretty shitty dad.
Ow, okay.
For maybe the most of my life.
All right. I guess that's fair.
But that doesn't mean I want to see you dead. And we're not going to let you go alone.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to, I guess this is technically 2 actions, but hopefully I could be loosey-goosey with Fate Core.
I'm going to make this easy for you. I want to put my hand on his shoulder as I'm saying this.
Oh, okay. Oh, you've seen into the future of what's happening here. And I go, and he goes, I want you to be safe too, Brad. And that's why I'm doing this, sorry. And I would like to take the handcuffs and put them on Bradley's wrist.
I'm gonna need to see some rolls here.
Would I just let him do that? Because, I'm going to know.
That's a great question, Estella. Would you?
No.
I want to I want to say this is. I've been a little heavy-handed with this character. He's definitely touched some people when he shouldn't have touched them. I did that on purpose because a character. I just mean or was like in episode 2 when he puts that firm hand on Bradley's shoulder and he really shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is different. I want to say. I think this is definitely a I'm not. It's not an aggressive move.
Okay. I still need to see a roll.
I rolled. I don't know what I'm rolling. I mean, I don't know what I'm adding to it.
And I'm just kidding. I'm going to let this happen. Yeah. I'm just kind of waiting for Carlisle So this is fine. This is fine. Just looking around in the area. This is fine. Handcuff me.
Let's say, are you trying to do it like in a strongman way or like a stealthy way?
This is definitely a sleight of hand kind of thing, which there's not sleight of hand in this, but.
There isn't, but I think maybe.
Kind of like a smooth way? You're like, maybe.
I am being a smooth uncriminal, yes.
I would say either stealth or athletics.
It's a stealth thing. I'm trying to deceive him.
Let's do stealth. Why not? Notice is what we would roll against stealth. So, Alex, if you want to roll notice instead of typing butts.
Get my notice. Here you go.
You just typed butts again.
You did just type butts again.
All right, here we go. So my notice is 3.
Yeah, you notice that he's cuffing ya. So, are we gonna contest it, like, physically now? Or are you just gonna let it happen?
I think I'm just dumbfounded that Charlie would just keep going to this well, and I'm just going to let it happen.
What are you gonna put the other side of the handcuffs on? Like, you're just gonna put one on his wrist and be like, okay, that's it, you're safe now.
You know what? Let's say he has one of those, like, classic radiators, like the old ones in his house. So we're gonna do that, and he goes, all right, Estella, we're kind of gonna do it to you, too.
Okay, Charlie. Do what you gotta do.
And he's like, I know this is probably gonna bring back some unpleasant memories between us, but I do it very gently. I
just kind of, like, hold my hands out. I'm like, just do it.
And I do it, and I'm like, wow, you're freezing. You all right?
Yeah, it's kind of cold in your house.
Do you want me to turn on the radiator? Maybe that's not a great idea.
What time of year is it? Is it August? Man, it's so cold.
Okay, well, he does not dwell on that. So you're both chained to the radiator. He goes, okay, here's the key to your handcuffs. I'm putting it underneath the welcome mat. Tell Dr. Cullen they're there when he gets here.
Charlie, you know, sometimes you're a real dipshit.
He says, yeah, maybe, but I'm also right.
This dark age, this skull age.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When you left us here, in this dying portion. And when you left us here in this dying portion.
All right, Charlie's outie. He's out. He's gone.
It's a Volvo.
Charlie, where
It's a
are you
Volvo,
headed?
actually.
Oh,
Yes, 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 yes. Ben, he's amazing. Okay.
where are you going in your dumb Volvo?
Well, so I figured I'd go to where I caught him.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
last
where'd you
time.
catch him?
Yeah, that's a good question. We didn't cover that in like the episode 0, the rookie camp. Help me out, guys. Where should we be going?
Stan's Shrimp Shack.
Up your butt. Or Stan's Shrimp Shack.
Great. I'm so glad. What is this like? We've had like 8 the word butt in this episode now. Great. Moving on. Yeah, Stan's Shrimp Shack and
Like a Marina or something.
A marina, do you mean?
Marinara?
Yes, that is what I meant. A marina. Which is how it's pronounced. Definitely not Marina.
but it's like closed.
All right, so Charlie is just left toward Stan's Shrimp Shack, and I assume he was thinking that as he was heading out the door. So,
Definitely.
I also assume that Estella was listening in on his thoughts.
Yes, you already know.
All right. Okay, so we are not going to follow Charlie on his road to Stan Shrimp's shack. He'll be on the road for quite a little bit since he has to go all the way out of town to the harbor for that. So we will stay with our teenagers then. Teenagers, you guys are handcuffed to a radiator. How you feeling?
So I turn to Estella and so you can't turn into gas, right?
No, I can't turn into gas. But I can do this. And then I just break the cuffs. Oh god, no. Do these have feathers on them?
Oh, I hope you have those. I don't want those.
I'll let the listeners decide.
Okay, so I'll break mine first.
The other ones are fuzzy. Spoiler alert, that's all Charlie has. He finds that it's more effective against the bad guys.
I will also break Bradley's handcuffs.
So, we've got to go after him, right?
We do, yes. He should not be by himself. Carlisle should be here very soon. He can help us. Carlisle can help us.
It might be more actionable to call Carlisle, give him the lowdown. By the way, is your dad a vampire? Does he know about you being a vampire? I don't think we touched on that.
Well, I was thinking we could touch on it when he got there, but if we're going to do he gets off work later.
I mean, I don't want an audience.
Okay, so I will call him, and Bradley, where's the nearest chair? Do you want to sit down for this?
Sure.
Okay.
Sit, chair, command.
Awesome. Okay, yes, Carlisle is also a vampire, and I guess he is somewhat of my a vampire dad.
Neat.
Is that neat? Do you think that's neat?
How come your name isn't his name backwards?
Oh my god.
We're not bringing that up.
Okay, but listen, guys. Listen, is Alucard's son called Dracula then?
Yeah, right? Does it just keep,
It keeps
Jacob
flipping?
flattering into itself?
Yep,
Or- yeah.
yep.
I hope so.
All of the spawns of the vampires, and then,
Well, I mean, that's how Dracula's, stayed around so long. It's because lineage.
Oh, there's lots of them. Okay.
I think I'm just surrounded by vampires. Never knew it.
You kind of numb to it all?
It might be getting there.
No.
GM says no.
Sorry. You still have that negative aspect where you don't like vampires a little bit.
Okay, so I will call Carlisle. I'm going to update him on what's going on.
Cool. I'm gonna get my bat.
I'm dialing Carlisle's number. Boop. Speed dial.
It rings once, and then Carlisle answers.
Hello, I'm Carlisle.
No,
You've
you're
reached
not.
you've reached my phone. I'm not a vampire. I'm just your local surgeon. Leave a message at the tone.
At the tone.
Blair. Tone Blair.
Oh my god, you sound like the butler from Rocky Horror.
It's just a jump.
Time is fleeting.
Exactly.
Madness
Oh no.
takes its toll.
Hey, Carlisle. When did you talk to Charlie last?
Yeah, I just talked to him a few minutes ago. You're over at the Swan household?
Yes, I am. Charlie just left. His friend, Forrester, Madge,
Madge, yes. I'm familiar with her.
Madam Madge was kidnapped, and it's by the Face Eater, by Edward. Charlie just left by himself. He made me and Bradley stay at the house, and
Did you hear where he was going?
yeah, he's going to the harbor.
The harbor.
We got to get there as soon as we can. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill Charlie.
Okay, look, sweetheart, I can handle this guy. We took him out pretty easily the first time. You just stay there. You stay there with the Swan boy, okay? You stay there with him. I'm gonna go to the harbor. Don't worry about this, all right, sweetheart?
Okay, I feel like I need to stay with Bradley, but are you sure?
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't even worry about it. I will talk to you in just a little while. Don't worry about me. You just make sure that Bradley stays safe in case, in case Edward's up to his old tricks.
Of
All
course,
right? Stay
Bradley's
there
my
with
number
him.
one priority. Yes, yes.
Absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
All right, and just in case, not that there needs to be a just in case, but just in case, know that I love you very much.
Okay.
Look, somebody accessed their feelings in a healthy way.
After he hangs up, Estella is just kind of stunned a little bit and just looks at her phone where it says Carlisle and call ended.
About this time, I want Bradley to come down the stairs with his baseball bat. It's like, all right, I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go? No, Bradley. I have to keep you safe. We're not going anywhere. Carlisle is going to your dad.
I mean, I guess your dad is a pretty cool vampire man, but I mean...
He can handle it. If something comes up, he'll call me. I think... yes, he will call me.
I'm pretty sure the three of us could handle this guy more effectively than just one of us at a time, don't you think?
No, Bradley. You can't be around Edward. He's out to get you for some reason. Maybe because he couldn't get you 15 years ago? I don't know.
Well, maybe we should get him first this time around.
That's what Carlisle is going to do.
I feel so helpless just sitting here. Just a regular old human boy.
I feel helpless too. I thought he would want me to come with him, but he doesn't. But I also need to protect you, and so we're going to stay here.
I guess I can't argue with that.
Charlie, you are headed out of town. Go ahead and roll me a drive.
Yes, if you'll remember, I did not put any points into
Hey,
this.
Charlie.
Instead, I put it.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Shut up and drive.
Yeah, I resisted doing that joke, but I see that you just. Yeah, how's that low hanging fruit diet working out for you, Alex?
It's so good. They're so tasty.
All right, you rolled a
I did
one.
roll a 1.
All right, you're driving at a perfectly normal way. You're speeding just a little bit, but not recklessly. You're gonna get there just a little bit ahead of schedule.
When is my schedule here, Jinsey?
Yeah, that's what my
What do I got after this? What do I got after this?
So you start pulling up to the marina. It's about 1:30 on a Wednesday. There aren't a lot of people there right now. Most people are at work or gone for the day. They're not really fishing or boating. And you do see just a couple cars, but not many. You pull up to the parking lot of Sam? Is it Sam? Sam's Shrimp Shack?
Stan's.
I stand Shrimp Shack.
And there's no one else in the parking lot. It looks like this place has been closed down for quite some time.
I brought a shotgun with me.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
I think that
You had like seven.
I had
in
like
the
seven.
car,
I had like 7 in the car, so I picked the one I like the best. And these are not my like police shotguns. I would not just bring those around.
This is your daddy's shotgun.
Yeah, this is like okay. You know that one scene, the like dumb scene from the movie where Bella is like, "Hey, Edward Cullen wants to meet you," and he's like, "Well, let's do it," and he flips the it's that one. It's that gun.
Okay.
So
That exact gun.
Yeah, that exact gun. He got it from that universe, from another universe, and brought it into this one. So he's got that one's loaded, and he's going to walk into Stan's Shrimp Shack, or he's going to walk to the Stan's Shrimp Shack door and like slowly open it.
All right, you go up to Stan's. Oh my God. You walk up to the triple S and
S cubed.
This is an alliterative town.
God. Okay, you walk up to Stan's Shrimp Shack, and the closer that you get to the door, the more that you become acutely aware that you hear screaming coming from inside. Blood-curdling screaming.
He yells, Madge! And then he yells, Finch!
You just hear screaming.
I'm gonna follow it, and I have the shotgun, like, up, you know.
All right. Okay.
Ready to
you go to the door. You try to open it. It opens. It's unlocked. As soon as you open that door, screaming, just the most painful screaming you've ever heard. It's definitely a woman. You decide to start running through the shack. The first part was where he would sell a bunch of stuff. There's still some shelving and stuff. You try and run around the shelving and go into one of the back rooms. The screaming sounds like it's coming from everywhere. It's just reverberating off of all of the walls. You finally come to a back room that looks like maybe it was once a cooler. And you open the door. And in front of you, writhing on the floor in agony, is Madge. She is screaming.
Is there anyone else in the room?
There is no one else in the room.
Okay, I put the shotgun down. I just put it down. Like I don't have it in my hands anymore. And I like run over to Madge, and I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
She is barely keeping it together. She stops screaming long enough to look up at you. Tears are streaming out of her eyes. She starts whimpering. She can't make coherent words.
Let's look at that neck.
All right, give me an investigation. You got it too. Yeah, that's good enough. She's writhing around on the floor, wiggling. You try and brush her hair back on one side. You don't see anything. You brush it back on the other side, and there is a bite mark on her neck.
It had to end somehow. It might as well be right now. By someone who loves you. But I'll carry you always. Although my load will be lightened. And now you're small enough so you can fit.
Her fingers are clenched into a fist. She's bowed over. She's in an unbelievable amount of pain right now. You can tell.
It's like, hold on. All right, we're gonna get to the hospital, okay? I think as a police chief, I'd probably have some at least first aid experience. Real life Ben does not know what you do about a neck wound, and maybe there's not much you can do. But I would do.
You put pressure on it.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
put pressure on it.
There is definitely some blood coming out of her neck wound. It seems like she's bleeding kind of a lot, actually. So you go ahead and do you have anything that you can apply pressure with, like a rag or a vest or something?
I think he would keep a first aid kit in his car.
All right, so you're going to run out to your car to get the first aid kit? All right, while you're running out to your car to get the first aid kit,
Should have ripped off your shirt like a man.
you are, you run, you tell her, I'll be right back, Madge. And she starts panting very heavily. You run out the door, you run to your car. As you are approaching your car, another vehicle pulls up beside yours. This one is a 2019
Maserati.
John Cooper Works.
Thought you were gonna say John Cougar Mellencamp's.
No, I think they dropped the. I think that car dropped the Cougar like a while back. I think it's just a John Mellencamp now. Yeah.
No, you got. There's a John Cooper Works Mini Countryman that pulls up next to yours.
Is that a Mini Cooper?
It's by the same people who do the Mini Coopers. It's by Mini.
You would?
It's a mini.
You would.
He's got good taste in cars. What do you want from me?
Listen. For context here,
Yes.
Jincy, like just fulfilled their life dream. Could die tomorrow and be fine because they bought a Mini Cooper, like a sporty one.
I got a coupe.
What's its name?
Finn.
Why is it called that?
Because he's like a sexy little stormtrooper, just like Finn. Anyway.
Back to the story. Okay. Did I make it out the door before I saw that?
Yeah, you made it out the door. You're like crossing the parking lot. John Cooper Works Mini Countryman pulls up next to yours, black and red.
Okay. I want to duck inside and pull out another one of my shotguns.
Where are you keeping this shotgun? Stuck inside where?
My back seat of my car and get one of the other shotguns out.
Okay,
It, however, is not loaded.
Okay, you pull out a shotgun that's not loaded. And then you see a very tall, very attractive blonde man come out of the John Cooper Works. This is a man that you recognize as Carlisle Cullen, the head surgeon at the hospital.
I dreamed last night of a daughter that never was. Mesmerized by the curvature of her face that looked like yours, and you were happy.
Hey, this is Ben. I don't have the other two with me this time because we just didn't have an opportunity to record together. Just me this time, but we are going to keep trying to do that where we all do this little break. Just to let you know, this episode is a little short because we cut a long episode into two halves. So the next one will also be a little on the short side. We got a little behind in recording and we needed sort of a buffer. It just makes us feel better if we've got a couple in the can. But after that, probably we'll get back to like normal episode length. But, enjoy these lunch-sized portions of Roleplay Retcon. Big thank you to the Wolves of Chernobyl to start out with here. Local band. They should be way more famous. They're a bluegrass band, but it's kind of hard to describe them otherwise. But you've been listening to this series, and their music has been used in every episode since episode 2. They are on Spotify, but they only get like 0.04 cents probably per play there. So the best way to support them would be to buy their album Eschatologies. Having the Wolves of Chernobyl for Twilight has worked out really well. I edit the podcast and it's been a dream come true. And so because of that, I'd like to ask if you are an indie band, or you know an indie band and would like to have your music used in a similar fashion in a future series, please reach out to us. I'd love to talk to you. I also want to thank some people for talking about us on our Facebook page, our Twitter, and our Instagram. Franz Sweeney of the Land Above podcast and Kim from Chaotic Good Franz Sweeney of the Land Above podcast and Kim from Chaotic Goodness podcast. Both of those are part of the Nerdsmith Network, and which has lots of cool podcasts and streams. Jason Danger of the Incredibly Daring podcast. Thank you, Jason. Thank you to the Dice Girls podcast for naming an NPC after Haley. I know she's a big fan of the Dice Girls, and that meant a lot to her. Thanks to Caleb Montgomery for coming up with some of the music for the podcast and for coming up with the name Roleplay Retcon. Thanks to Jeanette Blasius, Alex's wife, for designing our logo. And also my cousin Charlie Welsh for doing some of the show art too. Thanks to all the rest of our friends and family for being supportive, especially Alex's brother Ben, who boosted us on International Podcast Day. There can only be one true Ben, and I will one day consume his Benergy, but that was actually a nice thing to do. If you talk about us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, you'll get a shout out too. We are nearing the finale, probably, if I know Jincy like I think I do. I don't know exactly how long this is going to be because Jincy is directing, but we've already got started planning our next series, And in case you don't know, we do an episode at the end of each series called Roleplay Rehash, where we get to do the classic movie podcast thing and talk about the original film and how our version compares. And if you send us a suggestion for how you would have redone Twilight, we'll pick a few in an episode to read and discuss. And we might read yours. We won't record that episode until the finale airs. And then we'll wait a week and then we'll record it. But you can go ahead and start getting them in if you've already got some good ideas, you think. You can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or by emailing us at friends@roleplayretcon.com. You can also email us if you'd like to purchase some space for us to do a sponsored message during this break. I think that's it. Episode 6 should be up in 2 weeks, which will be October 30th, which is a real bummer. It sucks that we couldn't land on October 31st, but Wednesday's Roleplay Retcon Day, and I don't want to change that. Anyway, thank you for listening. Back to the episode.
I dreamed last night of a daughter that never was. Mesmerized by the curvature of her face that looked like yours, and you were happy.
So we're still at Bradley's house. I'm starting to get a little anxious, though. Vampire anxiety. I don't
If
think
we're not going to call it vampuberty, we're not going to call it fangxiety.
Did you just say fangxiety? No, that's so good, though.
Fangxiety. I've got fangxiety because I'm actually worried about Carlisle, which is kind of... Well, no. I want to worry about Carlisle, but it's also... I'm still hung up on the whole fact of he said, "I love you," when he hung up the phone. So, what's Bradley doing right now?
Bradley is coming down the stairs, and he's in full baseball gear, like a catcher's chest plate and batting helmet, with the cage in front of his face, and he's got
the shoveler.
Yeah, just like the shoveler.
All of the guards, like the catcher would have.
Yeah, he's got a baseball duffel bag across his shoulder.
Guards?
He's got the shin guards.
Yeah,
he's got the shin guards. He's got probably nothing much on his arms, but he's got a baseball bat in his hand. And
he's got biceps. It's fine.
He's got his biceps out. He's got a couple more baseball bats stuck in the bag over the shoulder. He is ready.
So I don't see this. I'm turned away from the stairwell, and I say aloud, I know he's coming down the stairs, and I say, yeah, I can hear him. Well, I can't hear his thoughts.
I'm being very loud.
You can hear his loud
Yeah.
clomping down the stairs.
Yeah. And I say aloud, Bradley, I'm feeling some vamp-anxiety right now.
Some fangxiety, if you will.
Sure, if I will. I know I said we should stay here, but Carlisle just said some things to me on the phone, and I'm not feeling good about what's going on. I can't hear what's going on. They're too far away. And then I turn around and see what he's wearing, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for action. I'm ready for baseball, funnily enough.
Just like rubbing my temple. Like,
Mostly
what?
baseball.
Mostly baseball, but maybe
real.
some action.
Ooh.
Not that kind of action. Get your head out of the vampire gutter.
What? Why are you wearing all that stuff, Bradley?
It will protect me. Look, you don't have to protect me because I am protected.
It'll protect me from harm.
That's right.
Okay.
A fastball couldn't get through this.
Roasting the characters in this role-playing game?
No.
No, I was quoting the guy from Mulan. He was like, "This tattoo will protect me from harm."
Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember him. All right. Good stuff. No, that's good. That's primo content. I do like that.
Listen, Estella, if you're worried, we need to get out there. We can help your dad. We can help my dad. We can help all the dads. Every dad.
But Bradley, I need to keep you safe.
I'm safe.
If we
Look
go
at me.
out
I've got all
there,
this.
I
got all this.
what you're wearing. I just
I'm even
can't
wearing
figure
2
out-
scarves, and nobody getting to this neck.
All right, while you guys are talking, there is a doorbell ring.
Did you order another pizza?
No, I did not order pizza. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. Go back upstairs.
Jinsey, you sneaky fox.
He clunks back upstairs, probably.
Do I need to make a stealth roll to see if I can get up the stairs quietly with all this kit?
Stealth roll.
All right. I got a +1 to stealth. So that's a +1.
All right, so as far as you know, it works.
Yeah. I am Stealth Master Supreme, Baseball King of the Southwest. Or Northwest. Northwest.
All right. Mr. Stealth King. You stealth on up those stairs.
You got my baseball bat out?
Do you do like cool moves with your baseball bat? Like
I do swish them and
spinning
spin
it around?
them. Yeah.
Stuff? Yeah. Awesome. Estella likes that. She's weak at the knees.
So is anyone going to answer the door or...
Can I listen?
Sure, roll a notice.
Ooh, where are you at? I got a +1 to notice, so I have a +2.
Okay. So you watch Bradley being all adorable, going up the stairs, swishing his little bat in his little baseball outfit, and you're just like, that's the stuff right there. And then you're like, no, wait a second, someone is at the door. So you listen very carefully, and you notice it is a masculine voice. You hear the thoughts, gosh, I hope I'm at the right place. Is he home? Maybe I should ring the doorbell again. But that seemed too eager. Okay, maybe I'll just wait a couple more seconds. Ugh.
So it's Jacob.
Yeah, is it?
Would Estella know that? By the sound of his thoughts?
Estella would know that, yeah.
Okay.
It's Jacob.
So she recognizes the voice, and so she goes to the door and opens it. She's like, Jacob.
Oh, Estella? Is that... I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you also... Oh, right, because you guys are brother and sister, right? So, of course, you would also live here. Of course.
What are you doing here?
Oh, sorry, Bradley does live here, right?
Yeah, he does.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we got out of school early today. Something about needing to go home. I don't know. The police are real worried right now, so my parents and the other parents put up a big stink, and sorry, why am I here? Yeah, so I got out of school early, and this was left at the coffee shop, and he holds up a little box. So it's got Bradley's name on it, so I thought that I would return it to him. Is he here?
So I don't want him to come in, but I'm assuming that Bradley, you might hear Jacob talking and want to come downstairs.
Do I hear this?
Roll me a notice.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
That's 3.
Nice.
Yep, you hear it. Again, your window's facing the front drive, so yeah, you hear this stuff.
Super cool window.
Because I want to say, yeah, he lives here. And when he asks me if he's here, I'm probably going to be like,
I probably poke my head out from my bedroom and look down the stairs.
I'll say now is not a good time.
Oh, I wasn't trying to, stick around or anything. I just wanted to return this box. Maybe I should have called and had him come pick it up at the coffee shop. Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, you should have called first.
Jacob, is that you?
I'm so sorry. Oh, Bradley, hi. Yeah,
Start coming down the stairs. Doot.
Are you still wearing the stuff, Bradley?
Of course I'm still wearing the stuff.
All right.
I have to be protected.
Jacob just kind of cocks his head to the side ever so slightly and gives you a confused look for just a split second before deciding he's not even going to worry about it. He's just so excited to see you. Oh, hey, Bradley. I'm so sorry to bother you at home. I probably should have just called and had you come pick this up, but
How?
I found this box in your booth that you guys sat in, and I thought I'd come deliver it to you.
Do I recognize the box?
No.
Did you say no?
Yeah.
You said yeah?
Yeah. No, Bradley, as far as you know, you didn't really leave anything at the coffee shop.
I didn't leave anything at the coffee. Jacob, how did you find my house?
Oh, on the box, it's got your address. It didn't have a number, or I would have called. And then he just kind of holds up the box again. It's kind of a smaller box, it's cardboard. Seems like something's rattling around in it. Sorry, if this is not a good time, I can just leave it. I can just leave it here.
I quickly take the box from Jacob, and I'm like, Jacob, listen to me. This is super sweet you bringing me this, but you need to go right now.
I'm sorry, Bradley. I feel like an idiot.
It's fine. Fine.
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you
your
didn't.
work.
You didn't bother me. I promise.
I mean, at
Promise.
your home.
I mean, it's a little weird, a little forward, maybe, but it's fine.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I feel like
It's fine.
I'm just gonna leave.
It's fine.
I'm never gonna talk to you
It's
again. I'm
fine.
so
It's
sorry.
fine. Okay.
Okay.
He's so mean, Alex.
I'm not. I'm saving his life.
Okay. You know what? Just I don't work there anymore. I don't live here anymore. I gotta go. Bye. And he just kind of turns around and just like half jogs down the driveway.
Wow, Bradley.
I shut the door.
I like that this movie we've made like Saw and John Hughes made a movie together. And it's excellent.
All right, so you
To compliment
you
myself.
You definitely made a teenage boy cry, and you were holding a box. What you doing, Bradley?
Wow, Bradley.
Making a teenage boy cry, that's what he's doing.
I really wish I knew what you were thinking right now.
I'm
Because I think it
thinking.
would make me happy.
I'm thinking that my life got so much more fucked up when I moved to Forks, Washington.
You know what? Same.
And then I tripped over